YouTube, YouTube. What's good with it, everybody? How y'all doing, fam? You know I'ma first off give all glory to God Almighty, to the Most High. It's your boy Big Kizzle again, back off in this thing with another one. And you know how I do it. I'ma go ahead, jump straight off into it. Head first, slip and slide, dip and dive. Head first off the diving board. Hello. Alright, check this out, y'all. Today I want to talk to y'all about a couple of things. Today I want to talk to y'all about a couple of things, and it's going to be the kids and the elderly. That will be my main topic today to talk to y'all about. Number one, about the kids, is because, y'all, I'm from Mississippi. I'm in Mississippi to this day right now as we speak. And there is something that's going viral about the police killing a toddler down in Senatobia, which is not too far down the street from me, killing a 1-year-old toddler. Man, look. When I talked to my grandma about that, she told me, you're going to always have two sides to people defending the story and all that, but what grandma told me is about the police shooting in the car with a toddler in it, even though I think that the woman showed that the baby was in it. And I told her about that, and she said, you know what, Mookie? And I was like, what, Grandma? She said, it's amazing how they will sit here and raise people charges for shooting in a house when the kids are in the house, but they shooting in the car when they know a kid in the car. Hello. You can say that woman wrong for stealing if she did steal, if she didn't steal. But that's the police. Y'all trained. Y'all supposed to be trained. You can kill the kid. And then come to find out they say she ain't even steal nothing. I don't know the if and outs and ins and outs about that, but if they shooting in the car at a kid and then they get mad at the person for shooting in the car, talking about shooting in the house, saying his kids in there, then I mean what that tells you. Now I know a lot of people can say she was wrong if they didn't steal nothing while they was running, while they was driving off, and that's true. You gave them a reason to get mad, but you showed them your child. Why would you shoot in the car at a child? I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm from Mississippi. I have to speak on that. That's right down the street. Hello. Second of all, I want to talk to y'all about, that's what makes me want to talk to y'all about kids now. Seeing that story, it did something to my heart, and all I can do is really show and protect my children and my nieces and my nephews, because I got a whole lot of them. And it made me spend more time with Uncle Nephew, you know, call my children, see how they doing and everything. One thing I want to tell y'all is that I don't just have the skills to speak. My grandma brought me up as a child in the church saying speeches. Ever since I was in Head Start, 3-4 years old, I was in front of the church saying 3-4 page speeches, front, back, front. And so when I went to public speaking class, it was already instilled to me about stage fright, breaking the ice, not, thinking about this. And I didn't know that a lot of people was very afraid to speak publicly. And so this was brought up in me. Another skill besides that was I can draw. I can do art. As a little kid, when I was about the same age as Uncle Nephew, I used to watch Bob Ross. I used to watch a guy named Pappy Land. And that's where I began my journey of drawing. Just draw. You know what? Hold on. Let me show you something I drew when I was locked up. Hold on. I wouldn't say this is drawing, but this is a sketch. This is just a sketch of a fire flower. That is not drawing to me. That is my sketch. Let me show you one more time. These are my skills. Artist, drawing. So, little did I know that spending time with Uncle Nephew today and getting him some paint and all of that. This man got the skills to be an artist too. And it's in our blood. You remember I made a video and I was showing you how he hijacking my introductory of, you know how I do it. I'm going to jump into a head first off the diving board, first giving all glory to God. He got that in him now. And let me show you how he does art, which what I found out today. Give me a second. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Oh. So this is something that he painted earlier and said it was a dinosaur egg. Let me show you the other one. Let me show you the other half. This is the other one. And you know, I can put these together and it almost looks like the planet Earth to me. Somewhat. But Uncle Nephew can draw and paint. He can paint. So, just thinking about the story of the toddler and then making me spend time with my nephew, I done found out things that I didn't know. He got things that run through his blood that comes through us. We do music. He don't do no music now. Nah, that boy can't sing. He can't rap. He can't do none of that as far as I know. Hello. But it was so amazing to see that Uncle Nephew is painting. And it looks good. He got another picture that he drew. I mean, not drew, but painted. And it looks, y'all, it looks good. It looks like some stuff like, you know, you see folks selling $1 million paintings and it just be beautiful colors. This is how he was painting on his first try. And it takes certain adults to bring those skills out of the kids or they'll let them go. If it weren't for my grandma constantly saying, boy, you doing good, keep going, I probably would have gave up and not being able to draw and sketch and paint as good as I did. But I use the same thing with Uncle Nephew. That boy got skills to pay the bills, hello. So I'm going to bring that out of him on the strength of me thinking about the children, how they in danger. We got to be there more for the kids. We got to be there more for the kids because it is such a sad world right now. It is such a sad world. Last thing I want to talk to y'all about is the elderly. I made a video a while ago letting people know that I was laughing at my grandma because she calls the ATM, you know, the ATM where you put your card in, get money out of. She calls that the AT&T. Hello. So I had to refrain from laughing at her. I always refrain from laughing at her, but it's so hard, y'all. It's hard. It's hard because she be so serious. And today, I was talking to her about software. And she was telling me something about her phone wasn't showing this and that. I was like, maybe you need to download the new software. And she said, boy, I'm not going to no warehouse and download, try to get no furniture. And what is you talking about, Grandma? I said, software. She said, yeah, that's the furniture. That's the sheets. That's the clothes you wear. It's soft and you wear it. Hello. Come here. Now I'm sitting up here laughing, y'all. I'm sitting here crying and dying, laughing at her, calling towels and clothes and all that software. And that's not what I'm talking about. Because, you know, me being so-called an IT software engineer, I'm thinking computer programs and applications, instructions that tell devices how to maneuver and activate and how to act. Little did I know, y'all, I did my research talking to her and come to find out the older people used to call the clothes and the towels, and they used to call this software. Hello. So I had to apologize to her because I felt like a crash dummy. I'm sitting here speaking to her on my so-called college educational knowledge and everything, and she done schooled me back to the ground. They used to call that stuff software. So just because we learn something in our generation, it doesn't mean they slow. It doesn't mean they crazy. This is what they knew. This is what they did. And I have to apologize, because that is really software when I think about it. I want to give all glory to God again before I end this video for the kids and for the elderly, because without either of them, us in the middle, we'll be lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce. But you can only understand and overstand it if your heart is open to receive the information. Just because we went to college and so-called got a degree and all that crazy, that don't mean you smart. You might be smarter than a dumb motherfucker. Hello? Let me stop. I love y'all. All glory to God again. I'll be back with another one. Think about what I said, y'all. Stay peaceful, stay blessed. 1.